Happy Fri-YAY.
Well, hello
It's the
there.
end of the week.
Yes, it is.
It's Curt and Jen in the morning podcast. Hot firefighter boyfriend Pat filling in for Curt, who was on a vacation that he forgot he was taking. So that is why we are live in Moses Lake this time. I have my Manson shirt on because we're gone from Manson to Moses. Do you like that?
Yeah.
Manson to Moses. 2 beaches within a day.
That's right.
And we're out in the dunes riding and having a great time and with your family. Anyway, welcome to the podcast. We're glad that you are spending some time with us. Well, you pointed out this last night, the beautiful full moon.
Oh, yeah, it was huge.
I don't know if you caught it. Hopefully you did. I'm going to move this closer in for the people watching on YouTube. Beautiful. And tonight it'll still be big and bright and beautiful. It just won't be fully full. Just it's like 90% bright or 99% brightness.
I don't know if I'd be able to tell the difference.
Probably not. We have a lot coming up in the show today, so we're just going to get right at it. I was reading a story to Pat, and Pat's like, that's more proof that our phones are watching us, so we're going to talk about that. Things you've learned on YouTube. How many pounds of French fries do you think you eat each year?
Too many.
For sure, too many. What else is coming up?
Are you self-conscious about your feet?
Okay.
I guess, yeah.
Are you?
I'm not.
Okay, we're going to find out more about that.
Fastest way to cool down your car. And what am I beside myself for? TikTok challenge.
Pat. Oh, right. I'll say that. What am I beside myself? There's a new TikTok challenge for teens, and I was telling Pat about it, and he went off. So we're going to talk about this unbelievable TikTok challenge that's out there. And then, of course, it's Fun Facts Friday. Here we go. I feel like I need to blast that up a little bit. Okay, I have a couple quick little hits about things. We brought up the French fry story because it's actually National French Fry Day today. So that's why I brought up the how many pounds of French fries do you think you'll eat. But that's not what we're going to talk about right now. It's not only National French Fry Day, but it's also July 11th, which means it's 7-Eleven, which means it's National Slurpee Day. And to celebrate, 7-Eleven, as always, is giving away free Slurpees. They're the small little sized ones, but you can get a free Slurpee today.
And I didn't know that. I was oblivious to. I'm not a big Slurpee guy though.
I don't go in and get Slurpees except for on Slurpee Day when I can get it for free. I'm never walking into a 7-Eleven in my adult, past 10 years, I would say. So every once in a while when I was younger, I'd go in and get Slurpees. And when I was little, that was all the rage. Did you do that when you were little?
Oh, I'm sure. I can't remember the last time I've had one, so I'm, like I said, I'm oblivious to it.
So small free Slurpees. They've been doing it since 2002. There's Slurpees, in case you're listening from other areas, Speedway stores, and they also have them at the Stripe stores in down south. So if you want a free Slurpee, there you go. We're gonna have some fun facts.
And I hope they're honoring them everywhere, so you don't go in there and just, hey, I want a free Slurpee.
No, I think that if you are a 7-Eleven franchisee, that's part of the deal.
So if they're not a franchisee, then
no, I think any 7-Eleven. You have to do it. It's part of what they do.
Okay.
They have to offer it.
We have another guest host that's flying around us right now, a little fly.
Yeah, this
if you
fly, I'm
notice us
the
swiping.
people watching on YouTube, we're
Sailor's
swatting a
on
fly.
the floor. She just jumped because of the fly.
Hopefully she gets
She
it.
tried to get it.
It's the last day of Amazon Prime Day, which has been 4 days. I said it wrong on Wednesday when I said Amazon Prime Days. They still call it Amazon Prime Day, even though it's 4 days long. And today is the last day to get all the great deals. And then I couldn't believe this. Ferrero Rocher, I think that's how you say it. It's the renowned family-owned Italian candy maker. You know those little chocolates that come wrapped in, they're like balls that are wrapped in gold and they have nuts on them? Uh-huh. I think almost everybody knows what those are. Well, that's what they are really good at doing. Well, now they've purchased Kellogg cereal for $3.1 billion. That was announced yesterday. So now they're getting in the cereal business.
I wonder if any of the cereal will really change, or they're just, as a business move,
not.
just expanding. Maybe they'll make better chocolate in their cereals.
In their Cocoa Krispies?
In their Cocoa Krispies.
I like your thinking, honey. Okay, this story.
Shaking our whole.
I I know because
Don't mind the shaking.
I know I am shaking. It's a mess. We're in the motorhome. We're literally in the middle of nowhere in the sand dunes, and I'm trying to make do with what we have to get some kind of good things going for the podcast. Okay, the next iPhone update proves our phones are watching and listening. Here's what it's gonna do.
Yeah.
Supposedly,
it's gonna be watching us, and if we're doing any type of phone sex or anything like that where you're on FaceTime, it'll pop up a warning to let you know that you might be showing something you shouldn't. And it'll give you the option of selecting yes or no. Do you want to continue or not? So they're watching. Now
it's a security feature, supposedly. Nobody is really watching your phone. It's some algorithm that they've created that it's supposed to just allow you time to kind of notice, I guess, to reset and go, oh, I didn't mean to show that. Here's what it's called. There is a place in your device's settings where you can turn this sensitive content warning, I'm doing air quotes for that, on or off. So it doesn't always have to be a buzzkill if it's something that you do regularly. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, you have the option. You have the
option of doing that. Apple is probably not spying on your naughty chats, they're saying. Oh, that's what you were saying about the algorithm and all that?
Yeah, it's more machine.
I don't buy that, though.
Well, you think about it. Nobody's going to... I mean, of all the cell phones out there and all the FaceTiming going on, that would be the most either boring job or interesting job. But
I think it would be the most interesting job, honey.
It would be impossible to hire enough people to watch it all. And to
censor it all,
I
get it.
So it's algorithms that are doing it.
But they could probably pull it all up at any time and say, oh, yeah, definitely that's sensitive content, don't you think?
Well, it says it's not recording you, so...
Okay, all right, so probably not.
Who knows?
Look, I love that you read all the fine print. He seriously does. If we're signing any kind of contracts, Pat's reading all of it.
Well, I try. It depends on what it is. And some of it I don't get, and I'm sure some people could correct me. I'm saying algorithm, but maybe it's something else.
Well,
all you computer people out there can tell me what it is.
This actually makes me very sad. 1 in 5 Americans have not been to the beach in over 10 years. But that didn't surprise you.
No. I mean, there's...
1 in 4 people, so 1 in 5, 1 in 5 people, so what is that? 20% of Americans haven't been to the beach in over a decade, but you were saying, when we were talking about this last night, because I was appalled, what? Because I can't imagine life without water and beaches. But you're like, Jen, you grew up in the Pacific Northwest. Our coast, one side of our state is surrounded by water.
We have lots of lakes and everything else. There's people who live in the city and never get out of the city.
A new poll found that 30% of us haven't been to the beach in at least 5 years. That includes 18% who said it's been over a decade, so almost 20%. And 3% who said they've never been to a beach. I want to meet those people, get them on a bus, and bring them to, Lake Chelan and the ocean.
Yeah. Everybody has their own thing.
44% of Americans have gone in the past year, and around 1 in 5 have been to the beach in the past month. 80% said they like or love the beach. I would be in that percentage. I love it.
I could probably say the same thing. I'm probably in that percentage of people who haven't been to a library for a long time. See, there's people who go to libraries for their hobby.
You and Macy, my daughter, both.
Yeah, right?
You share the love of hating to read. Not hating, but you just don't. I
read repair manuals.
All right. You know what? It was for me when we had that conversation last night. It was like, you know what? I am always expressing gratitude. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for this moment of being able to be on the water and be in the sunshine and the warmth hitting my skin. But not everybody gets to do that, so it's a blessing.
Yeah.
It's a privilege that you get to. That we get to do that often, and hopefully you do too. And if you're one of the ones that hasn't been to the beach in a while, go do it. I think it's good for the soul. You can take this one, honey.
Oh, 10 best cereals of all time. I wonder who they ask about this sort of stuff. So, jury's still out whether Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the new bacon cereal, is the worst ever.
Because we talked about that on Wednesday.
But what's the best? So, this is according to tropicalfruit.com, I think.
Tropicalfruit.com ranked the 10 best cereals.
Whoever
they are, yeah.
So if you're a Grape Nuts fan, you'll be a little disappointed because they didn't make
What's
the
your
list.
favorite cereal?
I don't eat cereal, so it's been a long time. I like certain cereals. Like if there is one of these on the list, number 2 on the list, if I have those and I'm eating them, I could destroy a whole box.
Because you keep going,
Yep.
Oh, I have more milk and not enough cereal.
Yep.
Oh, too much cereal. Let's pour more milk. All right, so
it's a never-ending process.
let's just go through the top 10.
Okay.
What are they?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch made number 1.
The OG version.
The OG. Yes,
Yeah.
not the bacon.
Not the bacon one.
Number 2, which, like I said, I could crush a whole box, is Cocoa Krispies.
That's Macy's favorite, too.
Yeah. Fruity Pebbles, Cinnamon Life, and Honeycomb.
That's one of my favorites is Honeycomb.
I like Honeycomb, but I don't know if I could crush a whole box. Captain Crunch with Crunch Berries. Those, man, just tear up your mouth,
I call them the
man.
cheese graters of cereal
They
for
are
the roof of your
terrible.
mouth, yeah.
The only healthy kind here is Wheaties.
I was just going to say, why is Wheaties on there?
And when I say healthy, I should do air quotes because some
they
would,
have a lot of sugar. Wheaties have a lot of sugar
well,
in them,
and some
too.
would argue that any cereal is not the most healthy.
Oh,
Right?
many of it. Like someone that I know, I had honeycombs out, and they're like, I'm eating Raisin Bran. That's way better for you. And I'm like, I will bet you that Raisin Bran has more sugar in it than this box of honeycombs. And sure enough, it did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What else?
Number 8, Lucky Charms. And then number 9, Fruit Loops. 10 is Frosted Flakes.
Honorable mentions include Golden Grams, Cocoa Puffs, and Honey Bunches of Oats.
I used to eat Honey Bunches of Oats a lot.
You did?
Yeah. When I was young, my mom used to buy that because it was healthy.
Well, yeah, right. There's all these cereals. So anyway, I don't know if one of those favorites was one of your favorites was on the list, but I'm sure that we've all had something on that list.
Yeah.
I think I've tasted every one of those cereals on that list.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
We've been around long enough.
Are you self-conscious about your feet? Pat and I are both like, no, we're not self-conscious. I mean, I look at my toes often, and I'm like, if you chop off my toes, they'll look like little sausages, little dog treats.
I have one toenail that's all messed up.
Because you, put a hammer on it?
Oh, no.
What was it?
It was the trailer tongue.
Oh, that's right.
It was a tongue jack
God.
of a trailer that came up and slammed on it, and I could have swore I just about lost it. I was afraid to take my boot off. But
the trailer thing,
the tongue
stand?
The tongue stand, the jack stand.
Oh my God,
of
on your toe.
Of a 18-foot trailer.
And your toes never been the same.
No.
Oh my gosh, honey. Okay, if you let's see, in a new survey, 44% of Americans say they're self-conscious about their feet, and 66% have even avoided wearing open-toed shoes because of it. The biggest concerns are smells and toenail fungus, which there's things for that.
Yeah, but they don't always work.
Oh.
It does. If it goes too long, too deep, you can't get rid of it.
Are you worried about your feet smelling ever?
Only when I've been working a lot. Normally,
Do my feet smell?
no, I can't say they do.
Okay.
Of course, my smeller
I'm
is
fresh.
Yeah,
I'm
my
fresh.
smeller's all messed up too. So.
Gen X was the most embarrassed by their feet, followed by millennials and Gen Z. So our generation was most embarrassed by their feet. Boomers apparently couldn't care less at this point.
Yeah.
There's plenty you can do to improve your foot health and hygiene, but 30% of people say they'd be willing to give up booze to magically have perfect feet. 20% would give up coffee. On the flip side, some people are extremely confident in their feet. 29% of Americans say they'd sell pictures of their feet if there was any interest. Well, I've heard there is.
There is interest.
I've heard there is.
I don't know for sure, but what's
Many
that?
people
what's
have
that app?
foot fetish.
What is that people go on and
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans, that's it. That they do stuff like that. Sell pictures or videos of their feet? I don't know.
I don't know either. Well, I mean, It's just a little interesting story about being self-conscious about your feet. I don't know that anybody's really paying attention. Do you pay attention to people's feet?
Not really. But some people might. I don't know.
Well,
Clearly
some people do if they're into them, right? Question of the day that we pose to you, our community of listeners, on Wednesday, and that was, what have you learned on YouTube? And I'm just going to warn you that one of these things, I did not know what it was, and well, we'll talk about it. Okay, what you learned on YouTube. So it's like the whole point was like, okay, what have you gone on YouTube to get to know something so that you could then perform the task or whatever it may be, or gain knowledge.
Yeah, YouTube is a wonderful thing. You got to be careful because not everybody who's on YouTube knows what they're doing. I had seen somebody who was talking about building a house and said they never nail the floor joists from the upper floor to the walls of the lower floor. And it's like, are you freaking kidding me? And there were a whole lot of comments of this guy saying he does not deserve to even have a channel. So
do your research if you're going to learn something on YouTube, and maybe read comments to see what other people are saying, because there are experts that get on there and, like you said, blast people that are being stupid about things.
Yeah. You gotta kind of see what they're saying, and if people are going, "Oh yeah, I did this and it works."
Yeah.
But.
Okay, Laurel said, I learned how to check my water pressure in our house by using a water pressure gauge on the hose bib outside.
Yeah.
I also learned how to turn off the main water valve to our house at the street with a wrench and a screwdriver. Plumbers have a special instrument to do it, but she improvised thanks to YouTube.
Yeah, and here's a little PSA. Please.
From the firefighter?
Please find out where your main water shutoff is in the street, or it should be just before your property line in the front if you have your house. And know how to turn it off. There should be one inside the house, but the main one on the outside, if you know where that's at, it really helps us when we're coming out for frozen pipes. We hunted and trudged through 8 inches of snow trying to find and just like hitting the ground trying to hear the hollow thud.
I don't know where mine is. Do you? Like where I live?
Yeah, it's out front.
Oh, okay. Well.
But yeah, know where that's at, because if something freezes and we have to come out and shut it off, it really saves time and it saves water damage.
You know what? The next time that we're on a podcast together, we can't do it now. We have too much content today. But the next time, let's do a top 10 things that firefighters recommend that you either know or whatever.
Oh, okay. I'd have to come up with...
Or whatever, top 5, whatever. Top 5. Just what are the important things? Because I wouldn't know that.
Yeah, I could probably come up with 5 of them.
Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to do that next time. Okay, here's the one that I was like, what? So Cam, the bartender, Crowbar bartender, said, I learned how to, in quotes, grapefruit my man. To which I responded on Facebook, I'm scared to look at what this is. But then our friend Carrie replied and said, I just learned what it was too. And I'm like, okay, I guess I'll go to the link and find out what they're talking about, because Cam provided the link on our Facebook page. That was a mistake.
To go and look at it was a mistake?
Yes. Because it was, all I'm going to say is that it involves a grapefruit with the ends cut off, with a hole cut in the middle, and you blindfolding your partner that is male. You can look it up yourself. What else did people say, honey?
With that, Connie said how to replace. I know you follow that. Connie, you should put that at the end.
I should have. I really should have.
Connie, how to replace the pull tabs on a window screen. That can be difficult, but she figured it out. That's good.
By using YouTube. Ryan said how to fix something on my car. Paul said how to splice rope.
That's complicated. Splicing rope. If you do it all the time, probably not. But.
Well, and doesn't Paul now as a
he splices cable, like the big cable that really has multiple strands that they tow
big cable.
Yeah, big cable, and he splices that and makes loops and things like that with cable. That's big stuff.
Keep going. What did I was say?
Where we at? Randy, he learned how to rebuild a washer and dryer. Also learned many surprising ways people can get hit in the nuts. Wow. Okay. There you go, Randy. Nice job.
Jackie said how to change brake pads. Phil said I learned how to properly put chinking between the logs in my log cabin. I should have had you read that one. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, that's the basically the thing that seals the, because logs aren't the same shape.
Yeah.
And so they have a gap when you do a log cabin. There's always a gap. So they put what they call chinking in between. That's that little area between, and you see, it looks like mud or clay. You put that along there, and that keeps the air and the bugs and everything else from crawling
I love that
through.
you know all the things. Okay, finish this out. What are the rest of them?
Jenny, how to fix my toilet.
How to fix my toilet.
And then Sierra's makeup skills. She
Your
did
daughter-in-law?
My daughter-in-law, yep. She does makeup. Anthony, my son, I think.
It is. Look at what he said.
Oh, yeah. How to shift an 18-speed
before he
truck.
ever drove a semi.
It's before he drove a semi. He learned how to shift a 18-speed transmission.
From YouTube.
From YouTube. And then
18 speed. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. That's what semi-trucks are? 18 speed?
18 speed, yeah.
Whoa. Okay, and your last one?
And then Susie, how to pressure fill the cooling system on her F-150 pickup.
Good job, Susie.
I'm not sure how to pressure fill. I don't know what that means.
Well, thanks for all your answers.
Thank you.
We love that. There's all kinds of things that you can learn on YouTube. You've learned a bunch of stuff on YouTube.
I reference it just because it's sometimes easier to figure out little tricks.
I look up a lot of computer stuff on YouTube. Okay, how many pounds of French fries does the average American eat per year? This is in honor of National French Fry Day.
Yep.
And how many?
I'm looking for it.
According to a recent report,
17.
the average American eats
17 pounds per year. I guessed 20.
You did guess 20.
I was
when
close.
We were talking about this.
I may eat a little bit more.
If that seems low, then you are maybe eating more to compensate for the psychos who hate French fries. That's what the article says. Because who hates French fries?
There are some.
Across the whole country, Americans eat at least 5.6 billion pounds of fries, enough to fill 155,833 school buses.
How do they calculate out a school bus?
That's a random.
That's
a random reference to how the amount. Fries are the most popular in Virginia, where locals scarf down more than 21 pounds a year, so above the average. Alabama is next, followed by Georgia and Maryland. What's your favorite kind of French fry? The basic, straight, like the straight and seasoned fries, shoestring fries, curly fries, crinkle cut fries, steak fries, or waffle fries?
I will say Red Robin steak fries are by far the best steak fries that I've had. I don't know what they do to them, but I could...
They put their Red Robin seasoning on it, is what they do.
Yeah, maybe, but
you like those?
I like those, but other than that, I'm not into the curly fries or the string.
Oh yeah.
Shoestring ones.
Do you have a favorite?
Well, I like sweet potato fries.
Well, I do. I love sweet potato fries too.
But
if I'm eating regular fries, I like the crinkle ones. You know, the little wavy ones.
Yeah.
No.
Not so much.
Oh.
Not so much.
I mean, McDonald's French fries.
I don't even remember what those taste like.
Oh my gosh. Okay, what else does this say? Just over 6 in 10 people agree that fries can be considered a main dish, not just a side. And the top seasonings range from all the classics like salt or garlic powder to less common Parmesan, Old Bay, paprika, and cayenne. And the top dips were, of course, ketchup, ranch, and then cheese sauce.
What about poutine?
The gravy?
The gravy and all the stuff on top of it?
They don't say anything about that on here.
Well, that's because it's a Canadian thing, I think.
Well, more of, but it's definitely made its way to America. Over 3/4 of people claim they share their fries if they were eating with a group of people. Yeah, you gotta share your fries.
Yeah, even if it's just a little bit.
And I fall in this category. 65% of people admit, that's the key, admit they've stolen fries from someone else's plate. Have you?
I don't know normally, unless they're done and they say, "Hey, I'm done." I don't just steal a fry.
You don't. What do you want to steal?
I'm invited.
You wouldn't steal a fry from my plate?
It's not stealing from you.
Okay, that's true. If it's 11,
we're sharing. We're not stealing.
I love that. Okay. Okay. Here's the TikTok trend we were talking about earlier in the show.
I'm just gonna shake my head.
You have things to say, and I want you to say some of them.
Some of them, but not all.
So there is a new TikTok trend that even a sheriff out of Florida was like, "Are you kidding me?" So the trend is, or it's not a trend, it's a challenge. The TikTok challenge is where people, mostly teens, are taking up this challenge, of course, because I think they're the ones that are mostly on TikTok, is to kick in a door of a homeowner and then run away. Like, why? Why would that be a challenge? And why would you do that?
And this is where I interjected with, people are stupid nowadays.
I mean,
a bunch of sheep. Oh, they told me to do it, so that's why I did it.
And let's get video of it, too.
Yeah, let's get video of it. It's like, what?
It's the most ridiculous thing. I cannot believe it.
I think all of these challenges, myself, this whole TikTok challenge thing is stupid. It's just, I don't know.
I just don't. Why would you even do this? Who puts out this challenge? And why aren't they like, let's check everything about them?
Well, the people who are putting them out there, you do think they're really doing it? No, they're just putting it out there knowing people are going to follow it. It's like eating Tide Pods like they did way back when.
Yeah, that's what I think
of. It's like, how stupid. How many people did that hurt?
So many.
People who
we know that
weren't thinking. This whole TikTok thing,
So the sheriff in Florida was warning teens not to do this challenge because they could end up dead.
Yeah.
Because his whole point was, and I didn't grab the quote, but his whole point was that people have guns in their homes, which they're allowed to have.
And
they'll shoot before they ask questions. They're not going to be asking questions. Right. So
because they have the right to.
Yeah.
You break into their home, they have the right to. And whether you're just on the front porch kicking it in, they don't know if they're threatened, so what's going to happen?
I mean, it's just, yeah. So that's all we had to really say. I mean, Pat had a lot more to say about the challenge, but we're just going to leave it at that. Yeah. We just wanted you to know that
I've been like...
You can say anything you want, honey. I'm just saying we're just going to move on. Okay, did you read this story? The fastest way to cool down your car in the summer. I cannot wait to try this. Outside of, blasting the air conditioning.
I always roll down my windows right away.
Yeah. So this math professor from the University of Cambridge shared a hack on TikTok as a way to cool down a hot car fast. That's the key. This will cool it down fast. Instead of blasting the AC and waiting forever for it to cool down, try this. So you first roll down your passenger side window, then open and close the driver's side door 4 or 5 times like you're fanning the air, but close it, but it's got to be fast. And what you're doing is forcing the hot air inside your car out by pulling the cooler air in. And apparently it's really effective.
Yeah.
One test showed it dropped the inside temperature by 20 degrees in just seconds.
That would make sense.
Let's try that next time.
Yeah. Or you can just
turn on the air conditioner.
Roll down all the windows too.
And drive fast.
I mean, I see opening it fans it, but...
No, but there was a whole thing. I watched the TikTok video that was, or whatever video it was on. It was on TikTok. That showed how it would work. And it makes sense. Yeah. I just am not a scientist, so I would have never thought about it.
I don't like slamming my door all the time, though.
This isn't a new idea. I don't think you have to slam your door. I think it's just like open, close, open, close, open. It's been circulating on the internet since before 2016 when Thrillist.com ran an experiment to find out the fastest way to cool down a hot car in the summer. It's just resurfacing right now because of this gal that had actually shown how to do it. And she has a fun accent and all the things. Another... summer car hack: when you park in the sun, I never even thought of this. Turn the steering wheel 180 degrees so the part you hold is facing down, so when you get back in the car, you won't be scorching your hand when you touch it.
I mean, you turn the wheel right away.
Such a skeptic on all the things.
on that, it's like you could have the sun fully beating on your whole steering wheel. Then what?
Honey, you make me laugh. Oh, I can't. Where's my music? Here it is.
I always like this one.
I like this one too. It's Fun Facts Friday time. Fun Facts Friday. We have a lot of fun facts, including 5 at the end on Slurpees because it's National Slurpee Day because it's 7-Eleven.
Okay.
All right.
There's a lot. You read that.
Almost half of the U.S. presidents in the past 80 years have been left-handed. Harry Truman, Gerald Ford, George H.W. Bush, Bill Clinton, and Barack Obama. And Ronald Reagan was ambidextrous, but naturally left-handed. Some people believe that Herbert Hoover was left-handed, but at that time everyone was taught to use their right hand, so there's no definitive word on that. James Garfield was ambidextrous. He's the only known left-handed president among the first 30 presidents. I just thought that was interesting, that there's like many powerful presidents that were left-handed.
There you go.
Go.
Oh, the Waffle House owns the record label called Waffle Records. I did not know this. All their songs are mostly played in their restaurants.
So Waffle House has their own record label, and the songs, you'll hear the songs in their restaurants.
I've never, I don't know the Waffle House. I wonder if there's any famous ones.
Like,
I don't.
You've never been to a Waffle House, honey?
Maybe I have, but.
You have. You've traveled across the country.
Apparently, I've never paid attention.
All of the American this is crazy to me. All of the American flags at Disney World have the wrong number of stars. That way, almost all of the American flags at Disney World have the wrong number of stars. That way, Disney doesn't need to perform proper flag protocols and lower all of them every night. They do. I mean, there's one on Main Street at both Disneyland and Disney World, I'm pretty sure, that where they do the full, like, raise the flag, take the flag down every day. But, yeah, that was interesting to me.
That's kind of crazy. It's like, are you really honoring America if you don't have a true American flag? I mean, it's the thought that counts.
I kind of want to go to Disney. This one says Disney World. I'm assuming Disneyland would be the same. I kind of want to go there and look at other places throughout the park besides Main Street and count the stars. Let's see. The record for the most points by a father-son duo in the NBA is 42,246 points by LeBron James, who scored 42,184 of those points, and his son Bronny James has scored 62.
I don't know when that was taken. I imagine that count's going up.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, how many father-son duos in the NBA, though?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe it might be the only one, actually.
Yeah.
The shortest street in the world is Ebenezer Place in Scotland. The street is 6 feet, 9 inches long, and only has one address on it.
That's funny.
We'll go to that. We'll visit that sometime.
Yeah. Approximately 75% of the tornadoes in the world happen in the United States.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Just
75% of tornadoes.
Type of weather? Yeah.
But you'd think that, well, I thought that was interesting. Nintendo released the Game Boy in 1989, but the company Nintendo has been around since 1889.
I did not know that.
When it produced Japanese playing cards. Right?
Yeah, interesting.
See the things you learn on the Curt and Jen podcast.
Let's see. These are first 5 countries.
Three of the first 5 countries.
3 of the first 5 countries that sent somebody to space are no longer countries. The USSR, Czechoslovakia, and East Germany.
The two other are the U.S. and Poland?
U.S. and Poland.
Oh, I see. 3 of the 5.
3 of the 5.
First, okay.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Freddie Mercury signed off on the Wayne's World scene where the guys sing along to Bohemian Rhapsody when he was literally on his deathbed. Freddie loved it and approved it. I thought that was a good, heartwarming story. The most formal type of dress for men is white tie. Did you know that?
Not black tie?
Not black tie, yeah. White tie. A white tie tuxedo requires a coat with tails, a white bow tie, and a wing collar. And I don't know what a wing collar is. You? What a wing collar is? I should have looked that up.
Yeah, I think it's the one that tips up.
I
don't, or
oh,
has that
yeah,
cut,
I know what you mean.
know
And
what
like comes up and then like folds down a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. The busiest Domino's pizza location in the world is one right outside the Marina base, the Marine base in Camp Lejeune. Yeah. North Carolina.
It's in North Carolina. The white dashed line. Oh, this I couldn't even believe. How long do you think that the white dashed lines on the road? You know, when you're on a road, how long do you think those are?
I've never measured them. I know I've been out on the road, so I know they're not 2 feet like this.
I would think that I would have guessed like, I don't know, 2 or 3 feet long. No.
That's why I love you.
Because size? Okay. They're actually 10 feet long. And most people do estimate
them
to...
reversed.
That is reversed. Estimate them to be around 2 feet.
Yeah.
10 feet long, those dashes. The geographical center of North America is a town called is in North Dakota in a town named Center. So the geographical center of North America is in a town in North Dakota named Center, and that name is just a coincidence.
Really? Nobody thought about that.
I mean, that's what they say. I have to take it and believe for what it says. The tradition, we'll go through these kind of quickly. The tradition of athletes growing their beards while their teams are in the playoffs started with the New York Islanders during the Stanley Cup run from 1980 to 1983. I'm going to skip that one.
Skip that one.
Yeah, go to this one, though, because this one has to do with you.
Only 4% of calls routed to fire departments in the U.S. are for actual fires. Yes.
Most of them are for
medical emergencies, yeah.
You've been on very few actual fire calls compared to the amount of medical calls you've been on.
Oh, yeah, by far.
Older people falling, people just think, having a little cough.
It's worse now. I mean, when I first started, there were more. I mean, we always went to accidents. There were way more accidents, it seemed like, when I first started. But yeah, fire calls and accidents were like higher.
But now there's been a shift in like the kind of calls that you get.
Well, and now there's more people calling 911 for things that when I started 30 some years ago, nobody would have called 911 for a lot of things that people call for now.
Now, you should. It's things that you would normally just go to the doctor for.
You just go to the doctor, or you take yourself. Yeah, some of it's like, okay, you got a little cold.
Yeah. Okay, because it's National Slurpee Day, I had to throw these fun facts in here. This year's Slurpee Day marks the 98th anniversary of 7-Eleven. The first store opened in 1927. It was called Southland Ice Company. The name was then changed to Totem Stores, then to 7-Eleven in 1946 to promote the new expanded hours, 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Did you know that? That
Nope.
7-Eleven was named for the hours?
That would make sense.
Yeah, the Slurpee was invented by accident in 1958 when a soda fountain at the Dairy Queen store stopped working, and the owner stashed some soda in a freezer so he could sell them partially frozen. That's how the actual Slurpee came to be.
So it wasn't even 7-Eleven's idea.
It wasn't. His customers love it, and that led him to start the Icy Company, which would be the first distributor that would later become the Slurpee.
So he maybe made the machine.
I feel like, yeah.
I don't know.
So it came from the Dairy Queen owner, Omar Kendick. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah.
The Slurpee came to 7-Eleven in 1965 when they began a licensing deal with the Icy Company. As part of the terms, they were allowed to give an original name, which would be sold at 7-Eleven exclusively. There have been over 300 Slurpee flavors. The most popular one in the United States are Coca-Cola and Wild Cherry. Most people mix the two.
Yeah.
In 1970, 7-Eleven released a vinyl record with 2 tracks written just for Slurpee. The first, Dance the Slurp. It's a catchy tune that was later sampled by DJ Shadow and Cut Chemist for their 1999 Brain Freeze.
Okay, never heard that. Or if I did, I don't know the name.
Don't you feel like you can now complete your day's complete?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to go through a couple things happening around the Pacific Northwest, but first, movies opening this weekend. James Gunn's Superman. David, I have not heard of this actor, and so I feel like maybe I'm out of it a little bit. David Corenswet is your new Superman. In this new DC Universe version, directed by James Gunn, who's most famous for Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
Oh.
The guy that plays Superman is 6'4". He had to put on 40 pounds of muscle before putting on the red cape. That's hard. I would think that would be hard to do. Yeah. That's a lot of work. Bradley Cooper has a cameo in the movie, as well as, I love this, Christopher Reeve's son, who is a newspaper reporter in one of the crowd scenes, which is fitting since Christopher Reeve's son, actually works for ABC in real life, ABC News in real life. So that's kind of fun. The other movie opening, Silk House, a horror movie where 50 Cent, lures 10 social media influencers to a content house, traps them there, forces them to start from scratch by erasing their millions of followers. Oh my God, that's horror in itself. But then he kills off whoever earns the fewest likes. Macy and her friend Jonathan will watch that for sure. They love horror films. Okay, what's happening in the Pacific? What's happening in the Pacific Northwest?
Shakespeare in the Park. It's free on July 10th through August 17th.
So it started yesterday, and it's this like series of shows. They're showing As You Like It by William Shakespeare in a bunch of Puget Sound area parks. And if you've never been to one, I went to my first one last year with Lori because Lori loves Shakespeare, our friend Lori. It's really fun. You bring your blankets, your chairs, your food, and you sit there and watch live action Shakespeare. It's really good. I would encourage you to Google it and look at the calendar. It's really a fun activity. If you can get your kids to go, even better. They'll probably get extra credit in English class.
There you go.
What else?
Seattle All-Star Classic, which is what? Celebrity softball game hosted by Geno
Smith of the Seahawks.
Geno Smith? Okay.
Yeah, it's tomorrow at 2 o'clock at Cheney Stadium in Tacoma. Features a celebrity home run derby followed by a star-studded celebrity softball game for all ages. So I think that would be that's a great family activity, and the weather's perfect for it. There's the Bremerton Air Show tomorrow and Sunday at the Bremerton National Airport. Say hi to Riley. Riley, my daughter's there.
Oh, is she going to be
at the
there?
radio station booth, yeah.
STP is this weekend as well.
The Seattle to Portland.
Yeah. Not really. I mean, I don't know how you go watch something like that.
Well, if you want to participate, it's non-competitive 207-mile Seattle to Portland Classic bike ride. One of the American's best. I mean, it's one of the most well-known like big bike rides. 10,000 people do it.
There's a retired firefighter now that I worked with. He did it on a regular big wheel, one of those big tire type bikes that no gear shift. And no shifting gears.
Why?
It's just because he could. It was. I mean.
Okay, that race, in case you're interested, starts. I think maybe it starts today. It departs from North Husky Stadium and takes 1 or 2 days to make the whole trip. So maybe it is actually tomorrow morning. Yeah, Saturday. And then in our neck of the woods.
Yeah, local Mill Creek Festival and Street Fair. That's July 12th and 13th.
So tomorrow and Sunday.
Yep, in Mill Creek Town Center. Artists, food, vendors, beer garden, kids plaza, live entertainment.
That's right across the street from where you work.
Well, I'm sure we're going to be there. I think I had to go to that last year, I think.
You did, because I came to see you.
Yeah, we had our fire engine there for a little while.
So that's fun. Okay, Curt's back on Monday. This weekend, we kind of mentioned it at the beginning of the show. We're in Moses Lake. We go to the beach during the day. We ride our side-by-side in the evening and sometimes the morning. And the great thing about this trip is all 3 of your boys are here. All 3 of your sons, which is rare.
It is rare.
Usually there's just like 2 of them.
Yeah.
But we've got all 3 of them. So Jen will be taking lots of pictures because it's a super special occasion that they're there. Okay. We are ready for the question of the weekend/day.
Yep.
And that is what, Pat?
What are your family remedies? Your secret family remedies. That
if you're willing to share
If you're willing to share, I mean, help people out, if it works.
Yeah. So what are your family remedies? And you said, that yours was probably one that many people do.
Oh, yeah. One that many people. I think it was the Vicks chest rub, and then you put a towel around there, and
you sleep.
You wear a shirt to hold the towel.
That's what your mom did for you when you were sick?
Yeah. And so you just held all that in and smelled that Vicks all night.
I don't think that I have any remedies that I can think of. And if my mom listens to this, she's probably going to shake her head and call me or text me and say, Jennifer, don't you remember we did this? And I'm not remembering it. I do know that when I was married, my mother-in-law had a couple home remedies. And I renamed what she had made Feel Better Tea, which has like orange juice concentrate and lemon and honey and red zinger tea, and it makes you feel better. I've made it for you before, I think.
My aunt mentioned brandy, like a lot of it. She said it cured her of like, I forget I forget exactly what she had, some really bad chest cold or maybe it was pneumonia or something.
Oh.
And she
just drank brandy and
she swore by the brandy broke it, and I'm like, unfortunately, she's sick right now. I don't know if she's trying the brandy.
Maybe you should call her and say, hey, do you remember your remedy?
Her remedy. She needs to get some brandy.
So we'll post that on Facebook probably tomorrow or tonight. It will be posted on Curt and Jen in the morning, and I'll post it on my Jen Pirac page too. So we hope you'll answer that question. And thanks for
another long one.
It was. Oh wow, that's a really long one. Thanks for sticking with us, everyone. We're getting out of here. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Make good choices, find joy, spread kindness, and laugh because it's good for the soul. And happy memory making. Have some fun in the sunshine.